pastor's kid. With that label, there comes a few assumptions, such as I read the Bible 5 times a day, I pray every day, especially when my dad is around, I've never said a curse word, I have never told a lie, and I have never stolen anything. Except once, I stole a Reese's cup from my sister's Easter basket, but that was tiny, so it didn't even really count. Saying this out loud sounds crazy, but these are the assumptions that people make in their head every day. Someone wears glasses, they must be the smartest kid in school. Someone has blonde hair, they must be a dumb blonde. Someone is tall, they must love playing basketball. My sermon for today is based on a passage from Romans. The passage says, do not assume things about people, even if everyone else is doing it. That doesn't make it okay. The Bible makes this point using wordplay. Don't be conformed to the world. Instead, let God transform you. I have to admit, when I first read this passage, I had no idea what being transformed even means. But then I remembered a video that my dad shows on the bus during trips. It shows a young girl at school who has to deal with a bully.
เป็นเป็ดแล้วจะบินเป็นคนหูหนวกแล้วจะเล่นไวโอลินเธอจะบ้าเหรอทำไมไม่ไปเรียนวิชาอื่นเสียเวลาคนอื่นเขา
จบไปแล้วอย่างสวยงามนะครับสำหรับผู้เข้าประกวดคนสุดท้ายของเราในวันนี้นะครับและในช่วงต่อไปก็จะเป็นช่วงของครับเรายังเหลือผู้เข้าประกวดอีก1 ท่านนะครับในวันนี้เราไปพบกับเธอกันเลยครับ
the end of the video, this young girl has a vision of playing in the concert while she turns into a butterfly. She's being transformed from an ugly worm into a beautiful butterfly. And with that change comes the ability to fly. This video helped me analyze the message in this passage. The bully represents the ways of this world. When the world sees someone who is trying to be a light and they're trying to spread love and kindness, the world often tries to knock them down and make them act like everyone else. The world sees them as a threat. In John 3:19, the Bible says, "This is the verdict. Light has come into the world. But people love darkness instead of light because their deeds are evil." In this video, you can see this happening. The bully is threatened by the violin girl, just as the world feels threatened by us. The world may try to knock down us or destroy us, but like the violin girl, we have to stay strong and continue to spread the good news. In the song that you sang today, the lyrics say, "It's so like you to keep pursuing. It's so like me to go astray. But you guard my heart with your truth, the kind of love that's bulletproof, and I surrender to your kindness." I love that line because it says that God's love can make us bulletproof, which means that God's love can protect us from the world. And it protects us so that we can keep doing good even when times get hard, and we can keep loving people even when they hurt us. So when the violin girl leaves the hospital, she has a plan. But not a plan to get her friends and beat up the bully, not a plan that follows the ways of this world, but a plan that follows the ways of kindness and love. She is going to respond to this situation with love and not hate. With a roll of packing tape, she fixes her violin. And with a whole lot of prayer, she lets the music flow from inside of her. I don't think she's motivated by revenge. I think she is motivated because she wants to spread her gift. And so as she plays, she is transformed into a beautiful butterfly. The metamorphosis is the release of all the anger and hate. Jesus called this metamorphosis loving our enemy. And we can't fly until we love our enemy. Another translation from the Bible, called The Message, writes the same passage in a different way. It says, "Don't become so well adjusted to your culture that you fit into it without even thinking. Instead, fix your attention on God. You'll be changed from the inside out. Readily recognize what He wants from you and quickly respond to it. Unlike the culture around you, always dragging you down to its level of immaturity, God brings the best out of you, developing a well-formed maturity in you." Every one of us here today wants to be like the violin girl. We want to rise above the level of hate and revenge. We want to forgive the people who have hurt us. But doing these things is hard. It takes plenty of the hair of prayer. I started this sermon making fun of myself. I was reminding everyone that I am a pastor's kid, and sometimes that label makes people think I am perfect. But when it comes to facing the evils of this world, being a pastor's kid, or coming to church all the time, or going on a mission trip won't be enough. It takes a real relationship with Jesus. It is going to take protection by His love, and it's going to take a desire to want to change the world. I said a prayer on our church's youth mission trip that I try to remind myself of daily. The prayer said, "Jesus died on the cross for you. Not the cool you are at work, or the mom you are at home. Just you. You with the awesome heart and the crazy smile, the heart of gold and a passion for giving. Outward appearances are not everything. It's what is on the inside that defines you." And as we go out into the world this week, I hope we can remember this prayer and always try to be ourselves. Amen.